What's up, fellas? Yeah, there's a ditch I've been in for a couple days. So this is an upside down T. I chipped it all off so I wouldn't have to offset around it. Rebar and shit in the way. You can see it on the side there. Anyway, and then I dug under my house. The grade inside the house is about there. Maybe there. I had to dig down like 2.5 feet in the crawl space to receive that pipe. I'll show you that later. I can't walk in the house right now. But anyway, let me straddle this bitch. Got all my PVC ran and my 1 inch for my boiler. So what we have here is 2 1 inches and a 3/4. The 3/4 is going to feed my boiler. I know I don't need that. I could have used 1/2 inch, but I overkill shit on purpose. You know what I mean? Never know. And, you know, it's PVC. It's cheap, so who cares? So what I'm going to do, it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So I'm going to leave this end of the ditch open. But I can finally get into that skid steer, and I'm going to fill all this in, backfill all this. There you go. Anyway, I had to dig way down there because he didn't go deep enough. That was my fault. I didn't want him hitting my foundation. You could see all that shovel work from right there on. He dug I dug like maybe 1.5 feet from that point on, maybe 2 feet or something. That was real easy. I'm like, oh, just little lumps of clay. Yeah, then it got into solid rocks and clay, and that sucked. So, oh yeah, I bought some equipment. You know, that's brand new with a rake, and then I decided to switch to John Deere. So that's a 61D and a. No, I'm just kidding. That's not mine, guys. I had my stuff custom baled, but I'll do a video on that later. Anyway, or maybe I'll get to it. So I'm going to backfill this, and then I've got all my PVC for my downspouts. This is way deeper than I'm going for with my drainage. So what I'm going to do is that's going to start there. I'm going to come off T. This way on the T, I'm going to 90 up right over there so I could put a drain in my yard. And then from the other way on the T, I'm going to come straight across, meet this, because I'm going to trench from there over to here and off. But I'm also going to put my electric for my garage, because I'll show you the old electric. It has none. They tried to rerun it like one time, but this shit doesn't work. Anyway, and I found that, but here's basically the electric. I think that might have even just been a switch leg, but you can see it's cut off. There's no overhead. So what I'm going to do is when I trench this line, I'm going to run my 1/2 inch gas line from right there along it with this trench with my PVC, because my condenser is going right there too. So I'll drill into the house right there with the junction box. It'll give me an outlet or something for later, and then I can come off that junction box and come over for my 30 amp disconnect for the condenser. And then I have to run a gas line from there all the way to my mechanical room, and then from there all the way to my propane tank, which is going right here, right behind here. So I'll veer off this trench this way, and just with my PVC I'll come right into the back of that panel. My gas line I'll leave right up there so I can hook onto my propane. So anyway, I had this dug because that's a 4-inch trencher over there. It's going to be a tight fit, but there was no way I was going to get all this in there and be able to actually work and get it that deep. And I could have, and I was totally thinking about it, but I'm a friggin' perfectionist, or OCD probably would be a better word. I could have probably just came in at grade over there, but it's not right, man. This shit's supposed to be deep, so I buried it deep, and then cut a hole in my floor on the other side and received that. I was so glad. I dug it out with the claw to a hammer and a little grain scooper to scoop the dirt out of the friggin' hole. I was so glad when I saw light. I was like, oh my God. It was pretty amazing. It is hot as fuck. Sorry, I'm not sorry, I swear. It's hot as fuck. So, and humid, man. It's, oh my God. But, I don't have a choice. I just got to keep going. And this is the only spot in my whole friggin' yard. Look, right there. That doesn't have shade. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's, so I got that going for me. Anyway, yeah, that tractor's brand new. This is the first job it ever had on it. They broke the wheel on their rake. I got it custom baled. I told them to go around all the weedy, you know, where there used to be brush and stuff, patches. Because I'm going to go back through there with a, yeah, whatever. I'm going to go back through there with a brush hog and just hit it twice. And I signed up for some USDA programs that I can get this all, you know, back in shape. That's where my septic comes out. So that's kind of soupy in there. But, you know, I got some bales. Look at all that weeds. It looks so bad. But all in all, I got like 40 bales, 1,800 pounds, 5x6. So, and that's grass. That's not weeds. I told him to stay out of the weeds. So, and he did too. So, anyway, you know, and here's what it is. It's Orchard, Timothy, and Fescue. Looks like they missed a little bit here. But, anyway, they even got this little patch over there. This is Steve getting straps rounded up today. Be out there tomorrow to get a load. Sorry, I'm reading a text message. Okay, so that's about it. I did a bunch of, I've done a ton of other shit, but I just haven't had time, man, to do any videos. I just, you know, wake up around 5, get dressed, have 1 cup of coffee, go at it, man, and like, you know, take a shower at like 11. She's already in bed, you know. Take a shower at like 11 or something and try to eat something and then just go to sleep. I'm losing weight like you wouldn't believe. It's not going to be fat Mr. Nate anymore. It's going to be skinny redneck. You know, redneck, because my neck is so red. Well, brown, really. You can't even see my tattoo. But, you see him sweat. It's friggin' hot. Hot. But it's going to rain tomorrow, so I got to get this in today. So I got to let you guys go. I just told myself that I would do a video when I got that in there. What else? Oh, yeah, I'll just go through what the PVCs are. The 3/4 going to my boiler, and 2 1-inches are going to my shop. One's going to be high voltage, one's going to be low voltage. I'm a huge Browns fan, and I want to watch football in there. You know, so let's run a pipe. But also a switch leg, so any lights I have on over there, I'll be able to turn on and off from over here too. And yeah, there's some other reasons I want low voltage in there, but anyway, that's it. I finally gotta get in my friggin' skid steer and fill this shit in, man. I never want to see the bottom of that again. But and then I got to start trenching everything else. And like I said, this is going to be a layer above that. I don't need to go as deep with my drainage. So comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to.